Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Digna.
Welcome to Relationships.
We're a couple having a few.
Who has 2 thumbs and is done with college?
This guy. That's right.
We're done.
We're done. We're so done.
Today was our last class, which is weird because apparently the instructor had some sort of
house emergency, which I think was a lie and orchestrated. And he was like, I don't feel like doing this last class. I'm just going to have an emergency. Did you hear my air quotes?
He totally phoned that one in. So we didn't actually have our last class. So it was kind of anticlimactic. He's like, oh, we'll reschedule it. Well, I'm not going to the next class.
Nah.
You could have had me today, but you definitely won't get me tomorrow.
It's not like we're getting anything from the last class, so no judging. We already did all of our homework. We did our final exam. We did our post-test. We did our final project. Everything's turned in. We did our discussions. We are done. The only thing we would get out of going to that class is a 0.5 point for extra credit, and I just don't even care no more.
It is not even worth it.
Nope.
But since this is Relationships, we brought out some
big guns.
Some stuff. We'll start with Digna's.
I have a bottle of Chateau Dignac that was given to me by Veronica, I believe, for my birthday in 2014. So it is a 2014 Bordeaux from a place with a foreign language. France, yes. It is France, Bordeaux.
It's one of Bordeaux's.
I have meant to open this bottle every single year since 2014 for my birthday, and every single year I forget because either Joe's got something fun and exciting and we end up doing a bunch of other stuff, or I just drink other things, or whatever. I just continue to forget. I never took it out of the bar with the purpose of drinking it, so this is the special occasion.
Doesn't get much more special than that.
I haven't tasted it yet, so I can't quite give a review on that. I think we're both going to taste our special drinks at the same time, so I will wait for Joe to explain his pricey find.
Okay, so my pricey find, I don't know if hers, well, I guess yours wasn't pricey because it was free. So mine is by Whistle Pig. You may have heard of them. I may have had them, something of theirs on an episode, but this is a special one. This is called the Boss Hog, and this is a straight rye, but it is finished in Philippine rum barrels.
But you have to say the whole name. It's the Boss Hog.
The Boss Hog. Oh, Lapu Lapu's Pacific.
That's what I wanted him to say.
Lapu. It's Lapu. Lapu Lapu. So this is Whistle Pig. They make a pretty good whiskey. But there's like a whole story on the back of this one, which I'm not going to read.
But we'll take a picture and put it on the post.
But I will read the single barrel, bottled at proof, powerfully complex, distinctly unique from anything we've done before, and stupendous.
And stupendous.
So
they capitalized every single word in that sentence, by the way. That is not APA format.
I mean, well, the thing about, it requires more ink to do capital letters versus lowercase letters. So they really went all out, which is why they can charge you.
How much did they charge you, Joe?
How much did they charge me?
Never mind. We don't want to know. Anyway.
It's a $500 bottle. Yay!
I will say that I still have the COVID taste and smell. So it's basically a lost cause as far as me tasting anything properly. But this wine tastes like it should be good. All I have to say is I've never actually had a long aged bottle of wine, and I thought it was going to taste terrible. So it doesn't. So there's that.
It's not vinegar. Beep, 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 beep. Well,
it's not a screw cap.
This one was delicious, and it comes in at 106 proof, which is usually a little bit higher than what I normally drink.
Your daily driver?
My daily driver, which sounds bad. Yeah. It's actually if this was a colder day right now, I've got that nice warmth that you get from the higher ABV. and it makes you feel nice and warm.
That's called fire water.
It's like a hug.
From the
but
inside.
on the inside. An internal hug. And oh my gosh, the smell of this, it's, oh my gosh.
Does it smell like rum and whiskey?
It's like whiskey, but it definitely has some woody smell to it, but it's like a more like fresh cut wood, not like, when it's like toasted and like all those like brown charcoal. It has like a smell that's
like you licked a tree.
No, just like a fresh cut. Like if you were,
licked a freshly made table.
Well, obviously,
a wooden table, obviously. That's not shellacked yet.
Not shellacked. This is seen shellacked.
What is it?
But if you drink enough of this, you will get shellacked. Hey-o.
It's a live edge oak tree.
Yes. No, it's actually very nice. And if it wasn't, then that would be a damn shame.
Look at those legs on that glass. Can I taste it for pointless reasons?
Hell no, you ain't worth it to me.
I'm really not.
She's going in, folks. She loves it.
It definitely burns. Like,
you feel that nice hug?
I had to wash that hug down with wine.
It's like someone pureed a Snuggie and she just drank it. Just so.
My mouth is warm. Yes. There's that. Yeah, I'm obviously not a whiskey drinker.
Well, it's good that you feel nice and warm because I just turned off the air conditioner so that we wouldn't get all that background noise. So you're welcome.
So we're just trying to like practice what a hot flash is like.
Yes, this is menopause in a bottle.
This is almost 40.
This has some nice sweet notes to it. Oh, it's very good. Very good. Yes, I'm very happy with it.
So those are our drinks. So we have selected them for different reasons, but they were special nonetheless.
So here is my feeling. So we're done now. All we need is ceremony where they give you paper, and I don't plan on actually doing like an actual walking and all that kind of stuff. I'm 40 years old. I'm not 22. So
although I'm considering it, so if I walk, he's got to be there anyway, which is going to be really funny.
It's going to be really funny when I'm not there. Hey-o.
And then you'll be a new show. Relation. Oh, single sips.
Solo sip.
Solo sips.
The solo cup. Ooh, I like that one.
Great. He's already has
but
a
I
name.
don't like it.
He already has a name for his unmarried
You know what? I'll stay in the car drinking Whistle Pig at the while you're in the ceremony. So I'll be there, but I won't be there.
Gotcha. That's fine. I'm not gonna.
That works. Yeah, as long as you get a ride, right?
Yeah.
Well, sure. I guess if I'm drinking Whistle Pig, then you're still driving. Yeah. So here's my thought. So we're done. We're done. Which is weird to say, but we're done.
Time. For real. There's no homework tomorrow.
No homework. But the question is, we're done. Do we do more?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Well, there you go. Question answered.
Bye.
But here's the thing. I don't want to do more, but if I was going to do more, now where I'm already kind of miserable, for lack of a better term, like I'm used to it, I feel like it would be better to do it now than to come back in, flash forward how many years?
Another 10 years? Because I feel like we've already done this now several times.
Sure. But yeah, if we waited another 10 years because we needed to go to the next step, would you rather? We're not going to. I'm not going to. But would you rather keep going now or have to get your brain back in gear sometime in the future?
I don't know. I feel like we're in such a day-to-day, I guess, a rut. Where it's like our days are very limited in what we can do, as far as how much homework and stuff we had to do and how far we could travel because we had to be back for class and, things like that. I don't want to keep doing this.
But we have an elderly dog right now. Mm-hmm. And what if he stays on for 2 more years? That's another degree. If he stays alive for the next 2 years, we're not really going to be able to do all this traveling that we really, really, really want to do. I mean, I'm not saying that you're like...
Well, if he plans on staying alive for another 2 years, I guess we're just going to be carrying around a blob with us because...
he has no bones. Bones or no bones?
Bones or no bones, Noodle. Yeah. I don't know. I don't wanna. I'd rather do it in another 10 years when Desmond is...
we can go to college with him.
With him, yes, we can. He can do dual enrollment, and we'll go do college algebra again.
Be like, hey there, fella young person, what are you doing around the quad?
I also wear my pajamas out in public. If he were, about to be 18, so he's theoretically about to move out, or at least moving on to his next phase in life. Right now, he wants all of our attention. He still likes us. He thinks that. Now that school's over, it's like 100% playtime all the time, which is partially true. At least for the unforeseeable future until jobs are procured. But,
boo jobs.
Now he wants to hang out with us. If we were to continue to go to school for 2 years, when he's about to turn 10, he's going to be like, whatever, video games, other stuff, over it, don't care.
Roblox, Minecraft.
So no, I don't want to keep not wasting time, but I don't want to keep doing school or something as monotonous during his very fun, formidable little kid years.
I'm now that I just kind of jokingly say go to school with him. I mean, that would be a time of our lives in his life where he wouldn't necessarily want to be with us all the time. Oh my
God, he would hate it.
And then we just force ourselves hey, I too am taking humanities again. Classes I already took.
You would be Phil on...
Oh, on Modern Family.
No, Modern Family, where he just wants to keep being in his kids' lives, and they're like,
"Be my best friend." Yeah,
no, I don't think he would appreciate that.
But that makes me want to do it that much more. Yeah, you know what, Des? We'll see what happens in the future. I may end up going to Eastern Florida State University.
Dude, I have no idea.
BCC.
As long as you're both part of the same fraternity, whatever.
You think I'm cool enough to make it to a fraternity?
I mean, Will Ferrell was.
I'm gonna live old school. That's it.
I mean, we're laughing, but I mean, if you know Joe, he would be Will Ferrell in old school.
Well, I don't get naked as much as he does because that's just kind of his thing, apparently.
That's because he's a paid Hollywood actor. But I mean, generally speaking, the character that he is playing may or may not resemble you a little bit. I don't know that you appreciate going to Bed Bath & Beyond as much as he does, but...
I don't know if we'll have enough time.
But there are things that you do that kind of fall into the Will Ferrell old manish ways, like polishing coins.
Polishing coins?
Just for fun.
Whatever.
For hours.
You don't know.
And hours.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Oh, I know.
All right, here we go now. So... we're not gonna, I don't know, go parasailing or something. There are things we wanted. I meant to say sailing around the world, but then I said parasailing.
Oh, because I specifically, of all the adventurous things, parasailing is one of the things I think I'd be okay with.
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually was just meant we're not gonna sail around the world or
our goals are not that lofty.
Or backpack across the Gobi Desert. I don't know. I haven't come up with any
Machu
sort of...
Picchu, man. If we're going to backpack anywhere, what the hell am I going to go
the Appalachian Trail or something like that?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to do that. That one's that's more
Some
realistic.
People do that with their kids. That's crazy. But anyway.
Yes. But we're not going to do anything like that, I don't think. But what we are going to do this Sunday for brunch is we're going to go to the Brazilian Steakhouse, which I have not been there in quite some time.
We like to keep it real.
Keep it real. And I try, however much in vain, to get my money's worth. That's the big fat American inside and outside, I guess, as well.
If you have not had the opportunity to go to a Brazilian steakhouse and you like steak and eat meat and all those things.
And Brazilians, you like those as well.
And a lot of food. I mean, if you're like, oh, I'm going to eat a little 4-ounce piece of meat and, a couple of carrots, then I don't suggest going to one.
If you go to a steakhouse and you look at the menu and you're like, man, do they have anything bigger? Then let me tell you where you need to go.
Have we got a show for you? The show is us trying to stuff as much food into our bellies as possible within approximately 2-hour period.
Oh my gosh. I still remember the time that we went for
your birthday.
It was for my birthday.
Like
and
that was like, what, 4 years ago maybe?
And it was just you and I.
Yes.
So
we went for lunch.
It was a date. It wasn't a, it wasn't like bring all the friends and family and all this stuff. It was just she and I. And we went like in the middle of the week for lunch, which let me tell you, if you want all the attention from all of the people serving meat, you will get it if you go at lunch. Yeah, the place wasn't very busy, and at lunch they're less expensive. But I wasn't at work or anything, so I had all the time in the world to make a pig myself, and I did.
We did.
Well, I guess I didn't make a pig. I mean, if you are what you eat, I made a cow of myself.
I was gonna say
because I ate a lot of beef,
wild boar style.
Yeah, I mean, I ate a lot of beef that day, and we were at the mall, and you know where you're supposed to have a designated driver if you drink too much. I didn't drink. I ate too much. I was meat drunk. I had consumed too much meat that it was probably unsafe for me to operate heavy machinery. That's where I was.
You definitely should not have had your blood pressure taken multiple days after that.
I think that honestly, had I don't know, had like an Apple Watch at the time, I might have like hit my calorie goal. Not my, I mean, but it would have been offset by my intake of calories.
No, it actually would have notified you that like your heart was having like a rhythmic.
I think I would have burned like, I don't know, 1,500 calories eating that. But I consumed like 7,500 calories. So I was still like, 6,000 calories out of whack. But I ate so much and it was uncomfortable to sit up straight in the car. Like the amount of meat sitting in my gut. And I know this just makes me sound so attractive. So, but the amount of like dead weight there, I was just like, it's uncomfortable. Like, I'm not saying I know what it's like to be pregnant, but when women are like, I can't breathe, I can't do this because the baby's taking up so much.
Except it's not food.
My
you
meat,
don't get to eat.
You're meat still baby, hungry. My meat baby was taking up so much space, and I had to lean the car seat back and lay back.
We did lay in the car for several minutes trying to just be comple. Yeah, so we're gonna go do that again.
And she gave it the old college try. So she ate all she could eat, but I think I definitely ate more, obviously, because I'm just.
But percentage-wise, you definitely ate more.
I would say I ate more in weight, but I also ate more, like you said, in percentage.
Based on your own weight.
I got my money's worth, I believe.
Your beef price came out to 45 cents a pound.
It was cheaper than. I don't know what's very cheap. Chicken feet. I don't know. Are those super cheap?
They're not even that cheap.
They're not cheap?
No. Grandma makes them often, and she claims them not to be cheap.
I mean, what would a cheap
meat just isn't cheap right now? Oh, just meat.
Rat meat. It was like rat. It was like rat tenderloin prices. I mean, that's like bottom of the barrel.
The free lizards outside.
Rat chitlin prices. That's what we were. That's how much I ate. That's how much I was paying per pound. I don't believe that at all. But
yeah. So he says we haven't been in a long time. We actually haven't been in about 1.25 years. We went last December at the end of our first year of school.
Yeah.
And we went with a couple of Classmates, yeah. I was like coworkers, student friends. What do you call those? Classmates.
Co-students.
Co-students. We wrangled in the madness. We did go for lunch, and we were going with people that we didn't know well, and we didn't want to be like that gross in front of semi-strangers. So we ate correct portions, I believe.
I mean, we ate a good amount, but we didn't like.
No, I distinctly remember you like stopping and you were like, I feel good. I'm done. I'm not going to eat anymore. And I was like, what? And then we didn't have to waddle out of the restaurant and lay in the car for
I know
20 minutes.
It was very shameful that didn't happen.
That was a wasteful.
We did not get our money's worth. But yes, I'm definitely going to go there. And I don't know why. I do this almost every time too. So they're like, all right, are you done making a pig of yourself? And you're like, yes, I am. They're like, can we interest you in like some tiramisu or some coffee? And I'm like, ooh, coffee sounds good.
It's
like
always the coffee.
I don't know why I always get a coffee afterwards. And I'm like,
I don't know.
It's like the middle of the day or even late in the day. I don't need to have a coffee that late in the day anyway.
Maybe we just need to do that. Maybe we just need to like be fancy and make a tiny espresso after lunch every day. And that's our thing. Just like certain cultures take their siesta and other cultures don't eat dinner until 11 p.m. Like we should have an espresso after lunch like fancy people.
Fancy espresso people. What we are going to do, the reason I'm mentioning we're going there, we're going to record an episode immediately after we get done with that.
So you're gonna know what decisions we made. Did we make good decisions or did we make bad decisions?
Yes. So today is March the 30th. We're letting you see real time versus show release time. So stay tuned for our next episode. This episode
will be there on the 2nd.
Yeah.
Or the 3rd.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say this episode that you're listening to, we're recording March 30th, our last day of class. It will be released on April
3rd, 4th?
3rd?
4th.
April 4th. Yes. April 4th, you'll hear that episode. So on April 11th, you're going to get to hear what we did on April 3rd.
What we did to ourselves.
Like, why would you willingly do this? I mean, I'm not saying that I could probably handle someone torturing me, but I did torture myself pretty well. Death by meat there.
Mm-hmm.
I just, you know. I'm not saying they're the same, but I'm not saying they're not the same.
I will also say, just to give a little shout out to the restaurant or types of restaurants, if you don't necessarily like meat or don't like to eat a lot of meat, especially red meat, they do have a phenomenal salad bar, which, phenomenal salad bar, Digna? What the hell does that mean? It's not a salad bar. There are many different kinds of like
they've got pasta
side
dishes.
salads. They have a lot of it's like a beautiful charcuterie. They have lovely cheeses and they've got
and that's how they get you.
Prosciutto, and
because I love charcuterie.
They have like pickled vegetables, and so yeah, you're like, ooh, I'll make myself a charcuterie plate before I eat my mounds of beef. It's terrible.
If you're not like,
I feel like this type of place was designed though with like a 4-hour meal in mind. I think that's why this kind of place
If you're not like a disgusting red meat eating person like myself, then like I would definitely go there for like if I wasn't just like
I wish a place like that
kind of
existed.
a guy.
Like I wish Jason's Deli got fancy as hell and became that minus the meat. Like if their salad bar was on par with a Brazilian steakhouse salad bar, I would be there all day or day.
They have like palm hearts and like all these other like
it's delicious. I was like, yeah, the pickled veggies, it's like a DIY charcuterie on buffet.
I'm just saying it's so nice that I probably won't even wear flip-flops.
He'll go barefoot.
I mean, and I will wear my stretchy pants because I'm going to need them.
Why do you think I wear a dress every time we go?
That is unfair. That is unfair.
No, it's not. You're allowed to wear a dress. This is 2022. Do what you do.
Yeah, but then I got to shave my legs and...
No. I wear long dresses.
Oh. Then I got to shave my ankles. I'm a very hairy-legged person.
Full belly.
But like when a woman has hairy legs, usually it's not this kind of hairy leg. Like...
But you could start a trend. You could braid that shit.
If I shaved my legs,
you could have French braided
in the shower. I would have to call the plumber before I shaved my legs so that he would be here to fix it.
Like, yeah, in the toilet or something, and then flush that down.
In the toilet,
not in the toilet. Like, don't be in the toilet. Like over the toilet.
Put my toes in the water, ass in the sand. That's the same thing. Speaking of, I was mentioning this about just how classy people can be, and you just mentioned shaving my legs in the toilet. Our
classy selves, yeah. Oh
no, I saw something. It's been a while since I saw it, but just kind of how trashy people can be sometimes. And there was this video of some woman somewhere, and she was shaving her legs in a public pool.
Yes. Don't do that.
So she's like, And then she just like put the little razor in the water and
Yeah. Do we
and
know
then
it was
just
a
keep
public
going.
pool? Maybe it was her own. And I mean, still weird,
It
but
didn't look like, but I don't know. I don't know
it's
how.
a very large private pool.
I don't know how much better that makes it.
It's much.
Or does
better.
it make it better? I mean,
yeah, it's weird if it's your own house, but it's disgusting if it's a public pool.
I mean, it's disgusting and weird regardless.
Okay, listen, it's disgusting if it's your own pool. It's disgusting if it's a public pool.
Well, what that made me think of was just like because it just seemed like a very trashy thing to do. So I was thinking more like
Did it happen in Florida?
Not possibly, but I feel like she would have been more at home on like a slip and slide, shaving her legs on a slip and slide. Like that just seemed more.
A slip and slide would have made more sense. It would have just washed out into the grass.
But that just having a slip and slide in there on your grass so long that you no longer have grass underneath because it's not like that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking of.
Wait. Are you saying that having a slip and slide and laying on the slip and slide in your backyard while no one is slipping nor sliding because you don't have a pool in your backyard is trashy? Because I feel like we have pictures of us doing that.
I mean, I'm not
in the past 7 years.
Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead. We'll find those pictures and we'll post that with this episode.
We will.
But
we were also eating chicken wings out of the box.
We were drinking. I think we were drinking Rolling Rock beer as well.
A cooler of Rolling Rock, a box of Publix chicken wings, our slip and slide in the backyard because it was hot and we wanted to be in cool water but not have a pool.
Well, in our defense,
why don't we just get an inflatable pool?
No, but what happened was, at that point, Desmond was very little, and we were in that old house, and that air conditioner was like on its last leg, and we're like, oh my gosh, like what's going on here? So it's like you go inside and you're like sweating your butt off. And you're like, why am I sweating? I'm in air conditioning. And the air conditioner is like,
summer.
I think I can. And
maybe late spring.
And I don't even think, at that point, I don't even think it was like, I think I can. It's like, ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. Like, it's exactly. It was on strike. Like, it's like, I'm gonna run, but I ain't gonna make you cold. But yeah, we were at that point. So yes, I got I don't even know where we got the slip and slide. Did we purposely buy it?
That's what I can't remember. I feel like we did purposefully buy it for that.
I mean, I guess Desmond was little.
Or
we thought maybe
did we? Oh, you know what? I think we did buy it for his choo-choo train birthday party, and I just think because all the kids were so little, I just don't think we even used it because we had the pool outside.
There you go.
Little inflatable pool. I don't even know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making.
Was that
up.
the one where he was sliding down the slide butt naked?
Butt naked.
Yes. And of course, he was little then because it'd be a lot weirder if he was like a grown man sliding down butt naked, especially if he's hairy like his father.
Yes, those pictures will exist when you guys are in a fraternity together.
Yes,
slipping and sliding down a Jello.
I was gonna say, I feel like
being naked.
I feel like that's going to be part of some sort of hazing ritual or initiation for a fraternity anyway. So it's like, you know what? Let me show you guys. My fraternity brother here, he's old hat at this. Here's pictures of him buck naked, sliding down a little kiddie slide.
He's actually already done this. Can we get credit for this when he was 2, please, so that he doesn't have to do it again? Like begging for college credit that you've already taken.
Yeah, hazing credit.
Hazing credit.
There you go.
And just as an FYI, we do not approve of hazing, and it's not okay. You shouldn't do that. It's not cool.
I mean, whatever you do to yourself in the privacy of your own home is on you. You can haze yourself all you want.
Oh, yeah. Haze yourself. I'm just saying, like, hazing in public by fraternities or sports
for
teams
the fraternities
or whatever is not cool. So we're just joking. So really, Joe's going to do all the hazing stuff first and see how it goes. And then maybe Des will do it.
Yeah, it's like... No, yeah, I mean, I did see a thing, it was a few years ago, where hazing went fatal and things like that. But, who says alcohol has to be involved? I thought you were going to say, I do. I was like, okay, no, I do.
All the eyes.
The eyes have it. Jinx. Damn it.
Jinx, whatever. No, I don't know what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. Hazing's bad. Okay.
All right. Everyone, thanks for... the weird thing, too, when we first started this podcast, I think we were pretty much...
We had just
starting school.
Months into class, yeah.
So we had just started. So you guys, even though we took some time off, you guys have been here through thick and thin.
Who's Tin?
I don't know.
Oh.
Remember, we're available wherever you can get podcasts. We are on Facebook. We're on Instagram. And on YouTube. What are you looking at me?
I don't know.
Don't look at me. You're the one who does all the social media.
We are on social media and all the podcast platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So click, subscribe, like, tell all your friends about us.
To what? What are we clicking and subscribing to?
To Meat Sweats.
Relation-sips. That's all.
I don't think that's right.
No?
It's at I don't know. It's at Getting to Know Brews.
That's on Instagram.
Well, there you go. So just figure it out. Look for me.
We have to get our shit together. So don't shave your legs in a public pool. Wash your hands.
Which also falls under don't be gross.
Don't be gross.
All right. Bye.
This has been a Getting to Know Brews presentation.
Music provided by purpleplanet.com. That's purple-planet.com.